I'm doing right now, okay?
I'm videoing this.
So we have a light on her. The light is warm, and so whenever you have a warm light source, the shadows are cool. Okay, so that's something that you have to take into consideration. So warm light, cool shadow. Okay, so let's mix a couple flesh tones. Okay, so I always start out with some white. That's the first thing I start out with, and then a basic flesh tone is white, some cad yellow, and then some cad orange or some cad red. Kind of mix. You basically decide what.
That was ochre. Just naming it.
Yeah, ochre. A bit. And you kind of decide like what color her skin tone, what you think it is. You know, depending on sort of like lighting, whatever, the actual local color of the skin tone means without light and shadow, what would be her skin tone, right? So kind of, that would be close, okay. So that would be kind of like the light side of her skin tone.
So say slowly what's in here one more time.
Okay, so it's white, yellow,
Cad yellow, light,
yeah,
cad
cad yellow. So basically this,
Is it cad yellow?
Cad yellow light,
Okay.
yeah. And I generally take a bit of,
Gamble, by the way.
Gamsol, okay, sorry,
Gablin.
Gablin, yeah. Okay, so then I take some of the, usually take some cadmium or whatever, scarlet, just any kind of sort of just a reddish color I put in there. And then I decide.
You did a drop of ochre?
Yeah, so because I feel like she's got a little bit of yellow in her skin,
Totally,
yellow,
yeah.
so then I put a little bit more of ochre. And so then I sort of judge what I do with that.
And we're just using walnut oil as the mix.
Okay. So that would be a nice color for her light side, okay? I'm going to do the entire skin tone set, but first I want to just establish the main things that we're looking at
Is
here.
that a highlight or just the main skin?
That's the main skin, the medium skin for the tone. A
Okay.
highlight would be closer to something like this.
So you're just adding white.
Yeah, and white and Naples yellow or whatever this would be.
Buff or Naples
Buff.
yellow.
Well, this is buff. I didn't use much of that. This
Naples,
is
Naples,
Naples.
yellow.
Mhm.
Naples yellow.
Yeah. So that would be sort of closer to, like maybe a highlight color. Okay.
And do we? And we don't want to like stick a little swatch onto there.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
We will.
Just to show people over.
Yeah.
Amazing. There's our teacher.
Yay. Okay. So basically, okay. So the shadow side. Okay. So the shadow side is cool. So whenever I do a shadow side, the first thing I do is I incorporate a little bit of the original color in there.
Do you remix the original?
Yeah, or I could take a bunch. I didn't mix a lot, so
Remix?
yeah. Or basically, you could take some, whatever, kind of mix again, whatever. You kind of want to start off with something like that, and you want to add to it. So
Touch of green.
a touch of green, yeah.
And this is for our audience. Oxide chromium once again.
Yeah.
This is one thing.
Yeah, so I'm adding the green with ochre because I feel like that would be a really nice shadow and it would be a really nice starting point of the shadow of her skin. Now I can judge if it's too green when I put it on there, and if it's too green, then I can bring it back to, sort of. We can make a couple versions of it. Maybe not so green, so like a transitional color, sort of like that. Okay. Now you can judge if you want her skin tone to go towards green or towards blue. We can make a couple versions of it.
What did you just add?
The cobalt, a little bit because it's really powerful. Just a bit, and cerulean.
Cobalt. Yes, sir.
Cobalt, yeah.
So where's your midnight glow?
I don't have the night glare yet. Okay. That is way too blue. It's not going to work.
That could work for our leaves.
Yeah, it could work for leaves. But for skin tone, I could just change it. There's many ways. I could add a bit of alizarin crimson to it, a little bit. It kind of takes it down a bit. I could add a little bit of the quinone red to it. That takes it to purple, but not too much. We can also add ochre is a color that I use a lot for flesh tones. So see how I just added ochre and it takes it to kind of a neutral. Now that might be, you might like it, or it might be too neutral. So if you think it's too neutral, you can go ahead and add something else. Like I think that the cobalt teal is really nice too. See, that makes a beautiful, I actually like that a lot more. I'm just going to take this and put it in there. Yeah, that's a beautiful subtle gray green. It's gorgeous. Really gorgeous. I love it.
That's going to be for the darkest shadows.
Yeah. Now this is just a starting point. These are like 2 lights, a mid-tone, and 2 darks. I'm still going to make more in between. But for the starting point, I just want to start that out because I want to get to the other things that we have in the composition. So we have her dark hair. Okay. So we start off with just a general tone for her hair, which we can start with some burnt umber. And mixing it with some Payne's Gray. I generally don't love black, so because it's kind of a dead color. So burnt umber with Payne's Gray gets a really nice.
And where were those? Oh, those were right here.
So Payne's Gray.
Oh, the Payne's Gray, that blue?
Yeah, I put because it is a blue black.
Okay. So Payne's Gray and then this burnt umber.
And then burnt umber, yeah. So that gets you a nice.
Because over here, what do we have? We have burnt umber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna go with some turquoise. That's really dark, and I'm gonna add burnt umber to it. So it'll get me like a blue, like a more of a turquoisey, like a turquoisey brown. You see how you can see it in transparent? Yeah, that's really pretty. That might be a really good color for her hair. Put a little bit more in there.
As a highlight or?
No, as the dark parts. Okay. That could be. So this could be. Do you want me to mix up bigger amounts of color, or you think this
Sure,
is?
yeah,
Because you're gonna be using it. You're gonna paint after. Okay. So that's a really pretty dark. That would be a really nice color in the shadows of her hair. Then we could go like this would be like the mid-tone, the mid color of her hair, something like that. Now we could do the light. She really just has really dark, quite dark hair. We could put a little bit of cad yellow, which will take it a little bit towards green, which we may or may not want. No, okay, just a bit. But I could take a bit of buff too and just put that in there.
And then when you're done to go in and get streaks of hair that are really, really light, go back in with a different color?
Yeah, her hair because it's a light. Just love this turquoise. However, we can't use turquoise on both the light and the shadow side because it's too similar. So what we could do is we could do
Buff and orange.
yeah, buff and orange and turquoise and sienna.
Oh, wait, was that orange?
Yeah, this one. I don't.
I thought you grabbed Indian.
No, I wasn't using
Cad
Indian.
yellow,
Yeah,
cad yellow.
no. So this would be nice for the starting point for some of the lights in her hair, and we can push it a little bit warmer. Let's do it this one. So those are just the highlights. This is in her hair. Yeah. Yeah, for those lights, you know. And you can alternate them too. You could have a little bit of this. It's kind of fun. I like to have different variations of color, so I don't always stick to one too much, you know. So those are some nice highlights for hair. These are some nice like transitional tones, and these are some nice really deep darks for her hair. In fact, if you want a really, let me see if I can go darker. Oh, that goes to blue, but that's kind of really nice too.
What did you just add?
I just added some turquoise and Payne's gray.
Just the two together.
Yeah, just the two together. So you get more of a turquoisey version, where this is more of like a umber in there. So it's just kind of, you know, this can kind of even be in here. It doesn't matter. You could just use all these really pretty colors for, you know, our hair, right? So okay, so now we have to consider the background. So let's take a look at the background. So it's definitely ochre for sure. Starting off with ochre, it's definitely, I do see a lot of raw sienna in there. Okay, so I see a lot of raw sienna. However, the thing is we don't want the background to pop forward. So the way that I kind of push back raw sienna and ochre is you could push it back with a drop of violet. See how it takes it down? And you can also push it back with a little blue or turquoise. That will take it down. I just added so little bit, but let's try a little bit of that green and see how that pushes it back. See, it just pushes it a bit. It makes it muted, a little muted, so it's not like such a strong, yeah. So that's a nice kind of medium dark background. And then you have those green fish in there, which are really beautiful. Those green turquoisey fish. So I'm just gonna show that. So I'm just gonna put the green with the sienna. Yeah, the fish are beautiful. Okay, and then another one with I just love this turquoise. It's just so gorgeous.
So what's in this one?
So it's basically sienna and the cobalt teal. So beautiful. See, they're not really too divergent. Like there's not a lot of, they're very close, but then you don't want a lot of activity in your background. So if you want some of the turquoise to be a little stronger, they're really close. You can just push it a little towards, see, I add color slowly because I don't want to change it too dramatically, right? So that might be, you judge it if you think that's too much contrast. You don't want a lot of contrast in your background. So you could just judge with this. You could put this. Now if you want to just tone it down, just take some buff, put it in there, and it gives you just another sort of calmer version. And you can also just take the sienna and put it back in there. So again, you can make color calm, like just not so intense, or you can intensify it. Here's another, let's just bring this back, the intensity of this one. Okay. Now, so you have the background colors that you can play with. And then let's go and let's get into the flowers.
Okay.
So we have the kind of brownish green flowers. So start off with some raw sienna. Okay. And some green, and then let's do some burnt sienna. And some ochre. Actually, let's do some of this for fun. Okay, so that's kind of the general color of the leaves, flowers, whatever you call them.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, they're similar.
The raw sienna, the teal, or the green, and then the teal, green, teal, and orange.
So I basically put combination of these two.
Raw and burnt.
Yeah, I put a little bit of the cadmium orange in there.
And did you put blue?
Um,
You may put some turquoise.
maybe a little bit. It's a very similar color to the background, except it's greener. So I kind of want to start off with this color for the flowers, and then I want to go warmer and cooler. So it's going to be similar because the flowers in the background are similar, which is really beautiful because there's harmony. That makes a lot of great harmony. So the flowers, we have to decide what has more orange, the flowers or the background.
Although here's just a crazy idea, and we don't have to do it if you want to go realistic on this, but I almost wonder if like a pale white or a buff, like just to have some pop in those, like the actual two,
Yeah.
the two flower parts, like the leaves would be that, and then
Yeah.
anyway. But I don't know. What you think that's better, or like some yellow, like a much lighter version of it.
So here's the thing. If we want the background to be more of an orangey kind of ochre, right? The flowers have to stand out a bit. So you're right. I do feel like they have more of a they're brighter and they're not as deep orange. So you're right. Some buff. Let's put a little bit. Yeah. So that's a buff, but they do
Even more. Like,
more. Let's
or
try this. I want the yellow because I want them bright. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we
So
can
it's not
always-
the same as this,
yeah,
but it's close. You know. So we could do
take it
that.
up even more.
Yeah.
I mean, not for the leaves, right? Because those are all like dried leaves.
Yeah.
So just for the one or two flowers, just to
Yeah,
get these stuff in.
you could do whatever. I mean, you could, as long as it's in harmony with what you have, you could even go this. You could even do that, which is really pretty. Yeah,
That's yummy.
that's
I don't
pretty.
even want to do the leaves like that too.
Yeah.
That's such a pretty color.
And then this could be for some of the darks in the leaves. That does basically look exactly like the darks in the leaves.
This
And
could be
then
lights and leaves actually. And we could do
these
that.
are the lights in the leaves.
Yes, and
Yeah.
then we can do a different blood color.
And then
The buds could be dark or they could be light.
I kind of like them. Let's try to see if we can do green with some buff.
Which green did you? Oh, just
This-
straight up.
yeah, this one.
From the outside.
Yeah.
With, buff. It's great to be buff.
Yeah, I wish. Okay, so that's a little intense. So I don't know if I love it, but we can also take it down.
Because we don't have very much that's like intense, so it might be fun to have it.
Yeah, like in the front. Like you might just on some of the leaves just to push it. But you know what? I'm putting a little bit of what is it, burnt sienna, raw sienna, burnt sienna in there, so that green was just a little bit much. But you can play them. It's your whatever you want. So I think that's really lovely because it's sort of beautiful leaf colors that relate to the beautiful background, that relate to the hair, that relate to the skin. And ideally, you would do more skin tones in between. But this is you have to start. This is a good starting point.
Can you show me, see how bright the reflected light is? What would you use for like the reflected light?
Which